Hi everyone, this is the gas walkthrough for August 22nd. I'm Philip Newman. Today I'm solving really big bands by Bill Murphy. We have normal Sudoku rules, 1 to 9 in each row, column, and 3 by 3 blocks. Additionally, we have some lines in the grid. 2 of these lines are 8 cells, and 1 is longer. On these lines, we must place the digits that are on these lines outside the grid. They have to be in the same sequence, but they could be in either direction. So this could be 3, 1, 5, etc. Or it could go the other way and go 9, 2, 8, etc. Or it could be the other line entirely. We'll have to determine that. But those are the rules. And we'll get started with the longer line here. There's only one possibility for the sequence. But we need to figure out which way around it goes. And the way we can do that in this case is by looking at these 4s. If we started here with 8, we'd get 8, 7, 4, 3, 4. We can't have 2 4s in the same column. So that's not going to work. So this is going to be 6, 5, 9, 6 here, 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4, 7, and 8. And that is that line resolved. Now let's look at the other 2 lines. One thing you can do with these is pencil mark either end. So for example, if this were the first line, we know the end cells are 3 and 9, even if we don't know what the order is, and so on. And so that's what that would look like if it were this line, and we would be able to deduce the order. So let's see if we can figure out which line it isn't. And it isn't the second line, and the reason we know it's not the second line is there's a 1 and 2 here. This line has 1 at one end and 2 at the other. We can't put either of those digits here. So this does have to be the first line. And we already saw 7 can't go here. So we must be going in this direction to get the 7 in the right place. And that is that line. And now we know the other line goes here. And let's see, 1 and 2, 7 and 4, those are both fine. 8, 7, those are both fine, and 3, 2, those are both fine. We're going to end up determining the order slightly differently here. So let's do the pencil marking that we talked about. These are 7, 8, and these are 2, 3. And now if you'll notice right here, well, look at it this way, I have 4, 7 pairs, so this is 8. Another way, the way I saw it as I was thinking about it while pencil marking is this is a 7, 8 pair. They are different because we know they are part of this line. It's this 8 and this 7. So both of those see this cell, so this must be 4. Whichever way you want to do it, really. Also, I have conflicts turned on. I'm solving this in a different browser because it wasn't displaying correctly in my usual browser. So it was covering up the bands, and that's not great for a video. So, but yeah, that's the variant. Not too tricky, really. We did have a pair here that we needed to resolve. But now we're just doing classic. I'm going to try to ignore the conflict highlighting. That's going to be the 1. Let's see. 6 in one of those cells, 2 goes here. These are 8 and 9. So our 3, 5, and 6. Probably something in this box we can do. 3, 7, 9. These aren't 7. So that's going to resolve those. 8 in this box goes here. 1 goes here. So these are 4, 5, 8. And let's see, 2 here, 7 here, that's the only place for it. What are our other digits? 6. That's that resolved. These are 3, 5, and 9. And this is a 6. 3, 5, 6 here. 6 can be placed here now. So these are 4, 5, 9. All of these are 4, 5, 9. The 1 and 7 here. That is resolved. That is resolved. That's been resolved all along, I think. 2, 5, 8. 3, 4, 5. What is this? 8 and 9, and this is the 8. I'm really trying hard to ignore the conflict highlighting, but I'm going to see some of it. Could turn it off, but at this point, why bother? We do have a roping in this puzzle. 3, 4, 7 here means this must also be 3, 4, 7. That must be a 4. And this is the 7. From down here, these are 5 and 6, which are resolved. That makes that the 5. And resolves those. This is 3, 5 now. These are 2, 8, 9, which we can do. These are 1, 5, and 6, which we can also do. 2, 7. And these are 1 and 8, and finally 4 and 3. That's the solution. Really nice classic at the end there, as always from Bill. And you know, there were some thinking we had to do with the big bands. It wasn't trivial. So a nice introduction to this variant. I think we've done this once or twice before. Bill called this really big bands because this is probably pretty unusual to have a 12-cell band. I want to say I've seen some that have multiple 8-cell bands. That seems to be a pretty common size to go with. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know how you did in the comments, and I will see you next time.